What's going on, Dolphins? It is your boy Dillon, and I'm here to do my quick hit scouting report video for the Jacksonville Jaguars in week 4. They just played the Cincinnati Bengals tonight, and they dropped to 0-4 on the season after a heartbreaking loss. But I gotta say, the Jacksonville Jaguars actually played a solid game. Obviously, it's the Bengals, so the quality of competition, they're both, young, inexperienced teams. Burrow's his second year coming off the ACL, right? Whereas, Lawrence is a rookie and Urban Meyer's a rookie head coach, et cetera, et cetera. So, they're both rebuilding. They're both young teams, not expected to be world beaters this year. But they did play a pretty solid game overall. They kept it close, and I thought Trevor Lawrence did a pretty good job, especially in the first half. But throughout the game, and so, yeah, we just have to wait and see. I mean, like I said, it's their first year. It's Trevor Lawrence's first year. So, I consider myself to be an objective and unbiased person, and I think that, Jacksonville Jaguars fans can feel a little comfortable knowing that they have something to build off, I think, with this kid. So, anyway, let's get into it, though, because the Bengals are actually 3-1 to start the season now, and Jacksonville does fall to 0-4. And it was by a field goal, just a field goal, late in the game, 24-21. Jacksonville loses. And let's go ahead and dive into these stats. So Jacksonville had 341 total yards, and they gave up 420. They had 202 through the air, giving up 342. They had 139 on the ground, giving up 78. They had 6.2 yards per play, which is pretty solid, giving up 7.6. Let's see, neither team lost a fumble, neither team lost an interception, so no turnovers. Each team only allowed one sack. Jacksonville was 50% on third down, and they gave up a 55% conversion percentage. They had the ball for 28-45. Cincinnati had it for 31-15, and Jacksonville only had 2 penalties, whereas Cincy had 6, right? So, pretty even game across the board there. For the Bengals, they allowed 25 of 32 to Joe Burrow for 348 and 2 touchdowns. Joe Mixon had 16 rushes for 67 yards and a touchdown with a 4.2 average. Tyler Boyd led the way, 9 of 11 for 118. CJ Uzoma, 5 of 6 for 95 and 2 scores. Jamar Chase, 6 of 9 for 77. Trenton Irwin, 1 for 25. Auden Tate, 1 for 18. Samaje Perine, 1 for 15. Take a quick scroll down through the rest of this. Yeah, man, and, like I said, the Jacksonville Jaguars are not exactly expected to be a particularly great team this year. And look, all I got to really say about, I think that this is a game that we definitely should still win. And this is a game that I've had as a win. And they absolutely should beat the Jacksonville Jaguars, even with as bad as the Dolphins have been, even with the bad play calling and coaching. This is definitely a team that they should beat. Real quick, though, Trevor Lawrence was 17 of 24 for 204. James Robinson, 18 rushes for 78 yards, 2 scores, and a 4.3. Trevor Lawrence added 8 for 36 and a touchdown with a 4.5. Jamal Agnew, 1 for 11. Laviska Shenault, 1 for 11. Laviska Shenault led the way in the passing game, 6 of 7 for 99 yards. Dan Arnold, 2 of 2 for 29, who they actually just acquired. Jamal Agnew, 1 for 27. And Marvin Jones, 3 of 3 for 24. But yeah, man, what I was going to say, though, is the one thing I don't want to happen is we're about to play the Colts this week, who are currently 0-3, right? And hopefully we do not end up losing to the Colts and giving them their first win. Same thing goes for the Jacksonville Jaguars when we play them in a couple weeks. I hope that we don't go into that game against Jacksonville with them, still having not won a game, and then we be the team that gives them their first win. So, because I don't want to be that team for any of these winless teams, especially considering the fact that we are struggling, and the Dolphins have plenty of their own issues. So if they end up losing to teams that are bad that they should win against, that are currently winless at that time, well, obviously that doesn't help our case. So anyway, let's take a quick look at this. Now, keep in mind, some of these, standings are going to be a little bit misleading just because of the fact that they have an extra game on everybody. These are the updated league standings after the Thursday night game, so it is the first game of week 4, so just keep that in mind. Total yards, though, they have 1,286, which is 4th in the league, but yards per game, as you see, they're only 321.5 since they have now played a 4th game, which puts them at 21st. Total passing, they have 873, which is 12th. Passing yards per game, 218.3, which is 28th. Total rushing, they have 449, which is currently at 4th, but they're still at 10th, even, considering the extra game at 112.3. Total points, they have 74, which is 15th, and points per game, they have 18.5, which is 26th in the league. Defensively, they're giving up 418. Now, I mean, most of these statistics, except with, rushing, they're pretty much in the back end of the league, and their defense isn't playing so hot so far. So, it is what it is, and it's part of the reason why I said even though, the Dolphins' offense is shit, there definitely should be some opportunities, and they should be able to get a W. 418.5 is what they're giving up, though, which is good for 29th. That's total yards. Passing yards, they're giving up 320.8, which is also 29th. Rushing, they're giving up 106.3, which is 13th. That's actually not bad, right? Middle of the league, but in the top half. Points per game, 28.8, which is 27th. They only have 1 takeaway, which is 32nd. 1 interception, which is 28th. 0 fumbles, 32nd. 5 sacks, 26th. And 10 passes defensed, which is 23rd. And of course, as I usually do, I will give you a look at the Dolphins' current league standings. There were no changes even with this game. I double checked to make sure that, the Dolphins didn't move at all, and they did not. So this is as of, the full scale of games for week 3, plus the game from week 4 that was played tonight between Jacksonville and the Bengals. And this is where the Dolphins stand offensively and where the Dolphins stand defensively as well. All right, so with that, that is my video for the Jacksonville Jaguars after week 4. Their week 4 matchup is my quick hit scouting report video for them. So that's what I got for you. I hope you guys like it. I hope you guys appreciate my perspective. If you do, make sure you hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the bell if you want to get the alerts. Share my channel and videos with your friends and family. Leave your questions, comments, and concerns down in the comment section. Of course, as always, follow me on Twitter at Dillon Tartaro. And with that, I am out. I'll see y'all soon. Fins up.